Have you seen my collection of dead plants? My garden of death is growing. Greetings, everybody. It's Manix, and welcome back to another episode of Botany Manor. This is episode number 3. If you have not watched parts 1 and 2, I encourage you to go back and check them out. It will introduce you to the game mechanics as well as let you know how we got to where we are now. And where we are now was an interesting one. I run into this in puzzle games pretty frequently, where you realize your brain works differently than the developers' brains did. Not better, not worse, not smarter, not dumber, not faster, not slower, just different. I had the correct solution for one of the puzzles today and was implementing it incorrectly. I was not executing the puzzle in the way the game wanted me to execute it, even though I was doing the correct thing with the correct tool for an hour and 20 minutes. Thankfully, we had some very patient and helpful folks in the chat. We got there, the momentum continued, and the playthrough then immediately went up to 100 miles an hour, which was just fun. This game continues to be great, though. I sort of am jesting when I make a point about that one puzzle. And with that, take a Zen breath, and we're ready. Episode 3, here we go. All right. No, I do not want to start a new game. Holy shit, do not do that. No. Oh my God. Whew, we would have lost 3 days of progress. I'm going to need to refresh myself as to where we are. So this was the plant we were working on. We just solved this one, somehow with only 2 out of 5 clues. Go us. But it was the Pixie Tears and things. We're gonna go revisit this little book out here, which gave us a little bit of info on the Pixie Tears. Chloroplast, yeah, we did that. No, that was it. Yeah. Okay, this is it. All right, so we determined, just to recap, the Pixie Tears we determined through this little slide, this one. See, it doesn't have the chloroplast, right? So all the other ones have little green things in their slide, but the Pixie Tears do not, which means there are no chloroplasts. And then we learned from this book what chloroplasts were, but more importantly, we learned, however, not all plants have chloroplasts. Some plants rely on organic matter for their energy and do not photosynthesize. They have lost their chloroplasts over time and have instead adapted to obtain energy by absorbing sugars through their roots. It is therefore recommended to add a certain amount of sugar to the soil when cultivating these particular plants. The issue is that phrase certain amount, because so we sort of put 2 and 2 together and we realized that there's a apple press right here, right? Apples give off sugar. And not only that, we learned that from this chart, so when we paired this chart with all the names and the amount of sugar in them, and then we could look at this chart and see what the apple looks like of a given name, we could then figure out, this is very detailed. And these puzzles are fun because all the puzzles are a little different. Like each plant that you have to grow requires some different thinking skills. So the problem that we were met with last time was that we didn't know which amount of sugar, right? Because it said that in that last book we read, it just said a certain amount of sugar. We don't really know what that is. Now, I could cheese the game. I cheesed the puzzle a little earlier by just trying all the options and ended up getting it right on the first try. That's not the vibe though, right? That's not what we're trying to do. That said, I don't want this to be boring.
Hurry up, quicker.
I'm going to take a spin back through those papers one more time. Oh wait, hang on. What is this? Sometimes I need to add extra nutrition to the soil. Oh, wait a second. Extra nutrition to the soil. Oh, hold up. Let's see. I have found the following amounts to work best with my different pots. This is the only pot we have access to, this 97 grams. Oh, snap. Let's go back. Hold up. Hold up. See, it's the only type of pot we have access to. Is there a sugar count on here that would equal 97? Oh, we're doing math, people. That's what this is. We're doing math. We just got to find our way to 97 grams. Snap. We got it figured out just on that walk back. Okay, so what's going to make 97? Let's just do the least amount of apples possible. So 40, that would leave 57.
A few moments later.
So we're gonna start fresh. Little soil, Pixie Tears, little water. Got the little sproutlet. I'm feeling good about this. Boy, that was awesome.
Overconfidence is the most dangerous of the human biases.
We're gonna set that down. We're gonna crank. It's going to juice inside the pot. Feeling good about that. Okay. Next up, what did I say? The dab net. What does that look like? The one right next to it. It kind of looks like a peach almost. Red on the top. No, that's not. Is that it? That's not it. No. It's big and red on the top and yellow on the bottom. That's it. Okay, so we're going to do that one. We're gonna brace for this here. All right. And then what was the last one that I said? The brown snout. What did I can't read my own writing here. The brown snout. Okay, so that's green. It's kind of yellow and then brown on the bottom. Okay, no. God, I hope this. I'm gonna feel so stupid if this doesn't work. All right. This should be it. We're watching. Play the chimes.
You must be so embarrassed!
Yes, totally didn't work at all. All right, you need to go sit there. These are all my failures getting lined up. I need to go check this again. Let's think through this whole process. Is there some particular 97 or do I just have to add up to 97? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. The tannins and the acid have to mean something. So I need to get to 97. That part I'm sure about. The tannins and the acid are the... So these are not measurable things. Low, medium, high is not measurable. So we're not trying to add up to something there. So let's look at this. Do we need to stay particularly low on tannins or medium or high, and then particularly low, medium, or high on acids? Are there 3 apples we can pick which are the same on both? I mean, if I had to guess, the game would be telling us something like it likes low tannins and high acid. So we have a low high here, a low high here. We have a high low, medium, another high. We have a high high. So low low, high high, medium. We have 2 medium lows. We have a high low. We have a high low high, medium high.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, wait a second. 40, 30, 70, 97. That's it. There we go. There we go. Nabi Russet is 40 and it's low. The only other ones where they're the same are this medium, which is 30. And then there's this high, which is Merlin's Mist. 40, 30, 27 is 97. I think that's gotta be it. So soil, seed, water. Fingers crossed, y'all. Here we go. I have a question without giving away too much. Have you watched all the way to the end? And do you know how many plants there are? So stick around because this what are we? We're 54 minutes into stream, and I hate to say, other than like a 3-minute intro, it took me this much time to sort of figure out what I was doing with this puzzle. We're gonna all sit back, we're gonna watch this together collectively and be very excited. God help me that this plant grows. Please. No, the plant didn't grow. Hey, Editor Manix here. I'm sorry. Normally, I let gameplay videos speak for themselves, but this is way too painful. The about 10 minutes of video you've seen so far is cut from 60 minutes of gameplay video. That's how long it took for me to get this solution figured out. But remember at the beginning when I said sometimes you realize you think differently than the developers? This is what I was referring to, because the solution I just played out, in fact, was the correct one. I was, however, implementing it incorrectly in a way that in my brain still seems to make sense, but was not the way they intended it. I would eventually get to the solution. You're going to see it here in just a second. It would take me about another 35 minutes to get there. I will explain what it was I was doing wrong, and then you actually will get to see me solve it. So also big shout out to Zool and Rapture, who were in chat being very supportive, very kind, very helpful, offering hints, tips, tricks, anything any of us could think of. I am always looking for chat to be helpful in games. I just want to sit there and, hey, if you guys got ideas and I clearly don't have ideas, please shout them out. I'm always there for it. If you want to check us out live, check us out at twitch.tv/ManixWolf. It's right below. And I would love to have you swing by. And now, let's finally grow this plant. Yeah, the plant. Have you seen my collection of dead plants? My garden of death is growing. Just tragically lost here. Tragically lost.
2,000 years later.
Wait a second. Guys, I think I'm an absolute idiot. I think this platform is freaking massive because you have to put all 3 apples on at the same time. I think. Because and the reason I say that is because I kept running out of pots, right? And there's a finite number in the game. And if I just keep thinking math, like I now know I have put 40 grams of sugar in there, but I think the game resets it after every apple. Like if you don't get it right, then the plant doesn't grow and the plant is back to normal. And I gotta be real honest, if that's what it is, great game so far. But if you're asking me to add things up, the way humans think about adding things is this one in, then this one in, then this one in. I maybe put a broken platform, right? Like one of these items over to the right, but it's like not functioning. It's not the one you're meant to use, but have there be 3 or 4 apples sitting on it as to indicate, hey, put multiple apples on here. I swear to God, if that's what this is. But watch me be totally wrong and have gone on that rant. And the developers would be like, yeah, bro, just get better. Oh my God. I swear to God. Stand back and watch. That was it. That was it. And I gotta say, that was annoying. That was 1 hour and 27 minutes. There's no indication anywhere. Oh. And then we just got the audio clue that a new key has appeared at the gate. Hey, before we do anything, I want to thank Zool and Rapture for absolutely hanging out with me while my brain took way too long to come to that. So, we're now going to get to go explore a new area. That was ridiculous, but we made it. GG's. Thank you to Thank you both. I'm gonna take my new plant. I'm gonna set it here with my other plants. It's logical. I appreciate that. Maybe when I say humans don't think about it, I can't speak for all humans. At least in my head, when I think about, like, when I'm baking, if I have to put a half cup of this and a third cup of this and a quarter cup of this, I don't put them all into one measuring cup and then put it in the pot. I put them all in one at a time. So, wait, there was supposed to be a key. What the fuck? Wait. I'm currently busy. Leave all deliveries. Wait, is this open? What was that alert that I got? Every time I've gotten maybe you got new pots. Yeah, fuck. Maybe I need them. But every time I've gotten that big jangle bell thing, there's been a new key sitting here. Shit. Son of a bitch. The game is just throwing curveballs at me tonight. It's like every way you've done this up until now, we're not going to do that anymore. No, this is the gate. I mean, after every flower, there has been a chime that has gone off and said something about the gatehouse. And every time I show up, there's a key sitting here. It's basically like the progression mechanism. It's like there's now a key that's gonna get me through that next gate. This is all while you were away. I changed the code for the suppose I could just read the frickin' letter that's sitting here. Dear sister, I'm so glad to hear you have returned safely from your travels. While you were away, I changed the code for the library door locks each time I visited. Well, that seems confusing, as I know some of grandmother's valuable items are kept in the secret vault. The new code for the door is the 3 initials of my name to make it easier for you. I hope we can meet soon. Okay, so here's what's going to have to go on. First of all, I know exactly where this lock is. So we know we have an E, 3 letters. We know we have an E. She signed it Elizabeth. I believe Bennett. I believe there's some letters. I'm going to quickly run around here. Well, let me show you where the lock is real quickly, first of all. And then I think there's going to be some letters from like an E. Bennett, I think, if I recall. So here's the lock. And it only each knob only goes to I. Library hall. Okay. So we're looking for 3 letters. And honestly, I hate to say on these locks, you know, I roll on these from escape rooms. As long as you have 2, I'll just try every option on the 3rd one. So no, we're looking for any letter, any note that talks about the sister. Okay. Streamer I thought is a bit further than you are. Good. Okay, so he's in the library. Yeah, and probably didn't get stumped for an hour and a half on the frickin' Apple thing. Okay, I think this was where someone special, Hazel. So what do we have? We have a Hazel. I'll mark this down. So letters addressed to you. Yeah, but you might have the same last name as your sister. Yeah, and my name. Oh, that's actually accurate. So I think I'm gonna actually just go with that for the sake of expediency. Shit, what's my name? Hang on, let me go into this room. There were some letters in here. Arabella Green is my name, so I'm gonna assume. I don't want to assume, but Arabella Green, who family tree. Oh shit, bro. Why did I not think of that? Who was that? Zool? GG's. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Okay, literally, like, it's like solving this for me. Okay, so Elizabeth, is that right? Elizabeth Ann Green. There we go. Well, and Rapture shouts. You were correct. Same last name. So, my God. And I've known that family tree was there for forever. Okay. Maybe I'm just horrible at this game. All right. E. Nope. A. G. We think she mixes them up? A. E. G. G. E. A. G. A. E. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back to that letter in the. Maybe she got married. Oh, fuck. Rapture. Good point. Maybe she got married. Yeah. So, good call. The Arthur Good Hopgood. So let's try EA what? EAH? Yeah. Sheesh. EAH. Rapture, thank you for that. Zool, we couldn't have gotten the family tree without you. Rapture, we couldn't have got here without the note on maybe they were married. Oh, God bless. We have a new room to look in. So we've got modern methods of teaching, and always fun about this is you can't open any books, which is actually quite nice. There's enough reading. We've got 3 feathers on the wall. Have a study. Oh shit, this. God, we didn't make much progress here. Thank you card. Sorry, I am parched. 1 second. Okay. Dear Lady Green, thank you kindly for the flower books you sent for my daughters. To this day, they still show an interest in learning more about plants and painting. I am keen that my daughters have access to good education, so I hope you don't mind me putting it upon you that you might be able to teach them somehow. Your dedication and knowledge seems so rare and inaccessible elsewhere for young girls like mine. I hope you will consider my proposal. Sincerest regards, Olive Campbell. Well, that's a really nice letter, considering every other reference to gender in this game has been about go away, little lady, let the men handle this. So very nice to see something that finally references this. So let's talk about what we got here. We got Olive Campbell. She sent flower books for Olive Campbell's daughter, and her daughter, whose name we don't know, has developed a love of this. So thank you for that. So what are some action? Oh, we do have a door here. Thank God. Okay. All right. We've got much more going on here. Officially chapter 4. What are we at here? 10 to 9. All right. We're going to go a little bit on this. Oh, okay. So nothing here. Oh, this is a puzzle. Wait, no, pull that. I don't want to. Well, they. Okay, good. So you push them in. This door is eventually obviously going to open, but I'm looking for these patterns. We have a moon, a fish, sun, a bird, and a rabbit. Okay. Let's first of all, I don't know. I haven't gotten the flower yet. That's. Oh, nightfall. I have gotten the flower. Okay. Oh, and sapphire gloom and cradle fern. Holy shit, there's so many flowers now. What do I have? 4? 4 flowers. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a spin around this room. And then See if immediately anything sort of pops at us. Okay, so let's read this. Aesop's Fables. The Fox and the Crow. One evening, a fox was in search of something to eat for dinner. He saw the crow sitting on a tree branch holding a big piece of tasty cheese in her beak, so the fox came up with a plan. He walked up to the crow and complimented her shiny black feathers. The crow was suspicious of the fox and kept her beak tightly closed on the cheese. That's a smart idea, bird. The fox kept on charming the crow, describing her as the most majestic of all birds with a big, strong beak. Oh, what a song that beak must make. It must be the song of a queen. Please, beautiful crow, let me hear it. Oh, crow. Oh, crow. Flattered by the praise, the crow forgot all about her suspicion and also her dinner, so she opened her beak wide and to utter the loudest caw, and down felt the cheese straight into the fox's open mouth. Well, I saw that coming. We've got a crow, a fox, and the cheese. Okay, storing that away for future knowledge. Not immediately seeing how that feeds in anything. We've got nothing over here. Reminder, we have an upstairs as well. What is creaking though? Something is creaking. Just straight up creepy. Wonders of the night sky. Okay. We do have here a book with the symbol. So we got the flower. What am I talking about? The moon symbol over here. That moon symbol matches this moon symbol. So I'm guessing. Okay, is this a bird? Wait, is this a... Okay. So I'm guessing how the books are laid out is going to be the order of things in here. Right? So far, I will say we've got to be determined if this is related to that, but that is a bird. I don't know that it's exactly a crow, but we have found this symbol elsewhere. So let's head upstairs, and I have a feeling this is where... Oh, look, it's our fucking apples again, everybody. A little PTSD for everybody. I have a feeling we're going to start running into it. There's something creaking. Sort of creepy. Okay, what do we have here? Tortoise and the hare. So there was a rabbit, right? That one had a rabbit? Okay. So we got to figure out the order of these things. I actually don't think reading this matters at all. I think it's the order of where the animals are, but for the sake of it, and the fact that I like Aesop's Fables and the message of this, we'll read it anyway. The hare and the tortoise. At midday, a hare and a tortoise took a walk together. The hare moved quickly and noticed the tortoise struggling to keep up. The hare laughed and challenged the tortoise to a race. The tortoise accepted. A course was decided and the race began. The hare immediately leapt out of sight and then laid down to take a nap, sure that the tortoise would never catch up. The tortoise plodded slowly, making his way towards the finish line. When the hare awoke from his nap, he opened his eyes just in time to see the tortoise crawling slowly across the finish line. The proud hare had been so sure that he would win and underestimate the tortoise. As the tortoise crossed the finish line, he exclaimed, "Slow and steady wins the race." Okay, couple things I need to do here. One, it has nothing to do with what's going on in here. It just has to do with the animal that's being referenced in it. Is there anything... I'm assuming it has to do with positioning, right? Because there's nothing in here that indicates placement. If there was like a number in here, but let's go around. I assume we're gonna figure out what was the last one. There was a fish, and there was a sun. So that also matches a symbol downstairs. So the key now, and then I bet this is going to be something fish related over here. Yes, the golden fish. So the question now is what is putting these 5 things in order based on where they are here. Is there anything on these pages No, there's no numbers on the pages. And to be honest, 2 of the books you can't even open anyway. So I don't think it's about the context, the contents. I think it's about the placement. Oh, wait. Your company is respectfully solicited at a New Year's ball to be given at Somerset Hall, Thursday, 4th of January, 1860. Suppers at 6 o'clock. Good music in attendance. E. Grimes, proprietor. Oh, we have a note. Cousin, wash your hands and accompany me. You won't find a husband at the bottom of the garden. Okay, Cousin T is trying to get us married off. Okay, so of note, New Year's ball. So I do want to go in though, but I don't know what plant this is for, right? So I can't assign these yet. I have all elm. So again, let's just go downstairs. So we have 5 buttons. I'd like to get through this door before I wrap up. So I have 5 buttons, and I know they all have to do with a book, right? Is it the order in which... Oh, wait, okay. Let's see. There's one plant. I will say you're on the right track. Excellent, excellent. Good to know. All right, so let's do this though. I'm a little nervous. My keyboard is getting dripped all of. Like a key is getting stuck. Okay, let's say this. On the table with the book, there are 2 plants. This game is about plants, right? It's about plants. Is there a plant over here? No plants. Well, shit, there went that idea. Are there plants on the other tables? Yes. 1 plant. 1 plant on the tortoise and the hare. No plants. 1 candle. Holder. Okay. So not plants. Not plants. These are good hints, Zool. This is good. Okay. But I am right in thinking it has something to do with the order of the plants. Is it books? No, because there's... First book that I encounter, I mean, because it can't know what order I would have encountered the books in. It can't know. Because I could have just come in here and run upstairs first. So I think the fact that these 2 are on the lower floor don't matter. Okay. Candles? Candles. No, there's no candles on here. And then upstairs, okay. Number of pages? But I know, because I can't open those other books, so I have no idea how many pages are in there. I can't open, yeah, I keep thinking, okay. So, first alcove, second alcove, third alcove. Do they each have a candle? They do not, and that's what's unfortunate. There is an order not in the way you encounter. Okay, all right, okay. So I'm wondering if elsewhere in the room, yeah, because the encounter wouldn't work. The game has no idea what order I would have approached these books. So I am thinking that elsewhere there is some sort of catalog, some sort of something that indicates the order these books should be shelved in. Oh wait, nothing. Staying back. No. Let's go out here. Let's start from the beginning. Hang on. Let's go back into the room we just entered. Okay, bug, fish, kind of related, not really. chair, book, methods, modern methods of teaching, nothing related there. Okay, so we've cleared this room. Feather, 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 not related. Okay. Sitting room. There is a candle. Yes. Okay. Well, hold on. So there's no the issue is there's multiple situations with identical candles. There is no candle with this book. I mean, I don't think these are close enough to call them. But then there's no candle back here. Sorry, there's two candles. So let's try that. Let's try that. Wonders of the night sky. So no candle. So fine. Okay. So hang on. So we're gonna try that. So sun. Candles play no part. Yeah, the only reason I sort of assumed that is because there's multiple tables with no candles on them. Let's look at the photos here. All right, let's start here because this is what we know we're doing. The order in which we push these buttons. I am holding fast that somewhere. Wait, are there these little white dishes? No, I would have noticed that. Stay close to the order. So I have this order. Hang on. I mean, let me. I'm just gonna do this then. I mean, I'm gonna try alpha order. Let me roll this out. So we have Fox and the Crow. There is an order. Wonders of the Night Sky. And this wait, stars. Hang on. Wait, there's little stars on. There's 7 stars on. There's stars anywhere in here. Probably not. I mean, first letter of the paragraph, but I can't open the other books. That doesn't seem like it would match. Let's run upstairs real quick and see what we see. Like, I'm not finding anything. Like, I would expect to find like a catalog. Here's the order to put away the books. So we have Hare and the Tortoise, H. I have read the stories, yes. And they are just the standard stories that we know about the tortoise and the hare. Rising sun. Well, it says at midday. Interesting. Oh, okay. Rising sun, midday. Oh, if this has some time of day. Bright morning. Let's go. That's it. My God, this has been the night, y'all. Post-it notes all over. Okay, Rapture GG's, nice job. And we'll see. We're not there yet. So we have bright morning, and then which is that though? That's fish. Should note that. Okay. Then we have midday, which is the hare. Okay. Then we have rising sun, which is the sun. So I'm assuming rising sun is going to come before bright morning in the order. Let's go down here. Evening. Excellent. Love it. Love it. And that is the bird. Crow. Lastly, we have Wonders of the Night Sky, which will come last, and that is the moon. So I do think the order is going to be rising sun, then bright morning, so that'll be 1, 2, then midday, 3, evening 4, night 5, and I think let's get it done here. Rising sun. Wait, that's the yes. So sun, then fish. Oh wait, shit! I did it wrong already. I pressed the moon. Jesus. Even when I know what I'm doing, I screw up. Let's reset. Back to 1, everybody. All right. Rising sun. Then the fish. Then midday is the hare. Then evening is the bird. And night is the moon. Makes sense. Let's see. Love it. 30 XP for entering Grandma's dusty vault. Oh, that sounded kind of weird, but that was awesome. Rapture, thank you. Zool, thank you. Guys, we're at 2 hours. I have to work tomorrow, and I still haven't eaten dinner. I am going to literally stop right here. I'm going to investigate nothing. Y'all, the beginning part of that was brutal. No two ways about it. Thank you for sticking through it. We edited it down for you. I hope that it was somewhat entertaining, and then at least by the end we were making some good progress and clearing stuff a little bit faster. So I hope you had a good time. Reminder, we do stream all parts of this game over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ManixWolf, and all subsequent parts of this game playthrough will be published on this channel once they are available. In the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed us. We'll see you next time.